If I could fix the stream.
On that note, I'll be right
Tell me
back.
that.
You fucking pussy.
You can do the intro and ask them about
Don't
their
tell
week.
me shit. Okay, that's fine. Bam, bam, banny. Neat, neat,
You
neat,
wanna
neat.
calm down over there, bud?
Why don't you just, you know,
You're
do me a
little too
favor
high
and,
energy for me right now.
why don't you just bring it down, bud? You're a little quiet, JB.
Am I?
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
Maybe I should eat my mic.
Ooh, I like going on.
Can you hear me now? Is this any better, bud?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. I'll just get really quiet over and over and over randomly so you can't actually figure out what volume you need to keep me at. It'll be really good. I bet.
I should have done the please stand by art while I got up and took a dab. What happened?
Ooh, cool. All right.
You're not.
I
You're
should have been
not
doing
cool.
this the whole time.
When was the last time any of you guys played Modern?
Been a minute.
Yeah.
I just haven't cared about it. Because all the
Mm-mm.
boys around here play Legacy.
The last time I played Modern was with your deck, JB.
I was about to say, and it doesn't help that they banned my deck. So it's like, alright, well. I guess I'll wait around and see if the meta shakes out to a point where I can play it again.
What does a Modern Murktide list look like?
It's the standard, like what you think it is.
Is it still good?
Yeah, it holds.
It's fine.
Or is it,
That's
or,
okay.
or does it reward the player?
What?
Hmm.
It certainly holds. You just like your force
do
negations are
okay.
like God, right? Like they're your best, like by far one of your best cards.
I should buy those.
If you don't have them, they're going to be more expensive real soon. The defeated sigh.
So we have Affinity this week. We have Entwine this week. We have
I've
Imprint,
sold them before.
Indestructible. And we'll just leave it like there.
You can stop wherever you want.
Indestructible. It's probably the best mechanic they've ever pressed in.
It's pretty damn close, man. It's pretty goddamn close. All right, let's do it. What do I want to listen to today for the intro? I whipped this show notes up together in like 30 minutes. I've just been so fucking captivated by like work and such.
Captivated or distracted?
Yeah, both.
Hey, I have this deck. It's playing Breeding Pool. What the fuck is it playing Breeding Pool for?
Sometimes they're on that Quarian Druid if you're playing that one, but breeding, it's for a
There's no
sideboard
clear
card.
Druid in this one. It's in the sideboard. Engineered explosives?
Yeah, get up to 3.
Turns out it kills rhinos pretty good.
What's sound 3 that you need to kill against rhinos?
T fairy now.
Oh. Doesn't the fairy just bounce that shit?
With the E, you can activate it
Yeah.
response
You have 5 mana?
if you're
Sometimes.
rich. Yeah,
This ain't, I was about to say, this ain't Legacy where you're constantly putting stuff back in your hand.
yeah.
It probably also runs green for possibility of enchantment removal.
Maybe you have to look at it.
It's just EE.
Oh,
What
I didn't
is-
know if they were playing like a Beseiju or some shit.
Oh wait, no.
To get,
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're right. You're right. Pick your poison. This is the card I.
it's to
that's
get
the-
rid of
That's
Leyline.
that's the big one. Pick your poisons, like the all timer right now. It's the discussion right now is like, do you play force of vigor or pick your poison? Because pick your poison is good against Murktides.
What does pick your poison do?
You know what,
ch-
bitch?
It's 1 green instant.
Another
Choose.
sacrifice creature with flying.
Sack creature with flying,
Flying.
sack
Great
enchantment,
target.
sack artifact.
Yeah, so you can get rid of the Scion if you need to. You can get rid of the Leyline, and you can get rid of Murktides.
Yeah.
Well, the Scion gives everything flying, doesn't it?
Dude, that card.
Yeah,
What?
But you can also choose artifact. You can also
Bustarino,
choose art. You
what?
can also choose artifact.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Bustarino, what?
The pick your poison. Yeah, it's like
Good card.
random
Yeah, cards are
sideboard.
good.
Yeah, super mana efficient. 3 different modes that are all
Relevant.
very relevant.
Turns out when they put 3 modes
Are
on
you
a card,
hot on? Do you think this enchantment cascade spell's good? I don't think so.
Art and Plea.
I think it's
Yeah.
good.
I
It
mean,
was
they'll
already
have
it
to
was
do-
already it was already pseudo
was
playable.
fine.
It was already
Yeah, it
pseudo
was
playable.
fine.
They don't care about the actual enchantment exalted part. They just care that it cascades.
Yeah, it's 3
They
minutes.
just said that they don't have an instant way to do it anymore.
And now they get to play Teferi again.
Well, let's save that for the cast, bud. All right, fuck
Yeah.
it. No intro music. We're going with I can't
I
find
guess-
it.
Oh,
Okay.
an intro.
The
Suck my
fairies.
ass.
You can edit and put that shit in later.
What card is more?
No, Devin, it's not
vomitable?
banned.
What card is more of a vomit reaction? 3 fairy or Uro?
Yes. 3 fairy. I'll deal with an Uro every day.
No way, dude. I hate Uro. Get out of here.
I mean, they're both
No.
context dependent, but like, if your deck is
Every
black
t-
and you don't have like a surgical extraction and like you're living off like fatal pushes, you're fucked. But if you have like a source of plowshares, you're like, nice Uro.
3 fairies are miserable.
Every
3
time
fairy
I
makes it
come-
so I can't play the game. I
Makes
don't
all
like that.
game unfun.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
fair.
unholy heat that dies. Blech. Get out of here.
Yeah. All right.
There was this one time me and Tony
Every
played
time-
Legacy, and he was playing Arrows, and I was playing Burn, and I won.
Yeah, he did.
Anytime anyone plays an Uro against me
Thanks for
from
getting
now on,
lucky.
I'm gonna vomit.
All right.
That card. Just blech.
You are
So
listening.
overrated.
You got it. You are listening to episode 144 of Paper Player. My name's Tony. I'm joined with Josh, Jeff, and JB. And yes, you are listening to the greatest Magic the Gathering podcast by a mile, not close. If you listen to all those other ones, like something that has to do with splooshing with fish, you're just getting subpar information and so forth. So, this week's episode is called Cascade Ban. Yeah. So,
What are
before
they banning? They
Oh.
banned.
You know the ban that just happened 2 days
all
ago?
right, we're gonna talk
Yeah,
about
Banning it
yeah.
needs to be banned.
we're gonna talk about Magic. We're gonna talk about modern bans and price
I don't want to
spikes.
talk about Magic. Can we
We're going to talk
something
about MTGO is going to be very useless. Crimes
Oh,
are
no,
leaking
no.
from potatoes. Super Dungeon. Juice. If you want to talk about your basics, now's your time. Competitive is not the norm, and that's the problem. And then
Yes.
coping with EDH, and then ranking the keyword either edition 7 or edition 8. I don't remember. It's been a minute. But that being said, Josh, did you get any Magic in?
Nope. But
Nice.
I spent I was doing studying for midterms, and then I had like a tattoo appointment where I spent the entire appointment and going home researching basic lands for my Dragon's Approach deck.
The most
Because
useful
I
of
don't know, I'm
time.
that right. Well, I'm that kind of guy where I like to match my basic lands in my decks.
I think
to
most
what
people
I'm
do.
playing.
Cool lands.
Nope.
Whatever,
Or
loser.
Jeff doesn't. Jeff doesn't care.
Whatever, nerd.
I like it.
And I don't know, all the lands nowadays. There's so many lands now. They're you go back 10 years ago and remember Zendikar Full Arts were the chase card.
15 years ago.
15 years
God.
ago. They were it. They're there wasn't very many cool basics or whatever. Or you had to get Arabian Nights Mountains. That's what you should get, Jeff.
Nope, I want betas.
Beta baby. Beta boys get beta babies.
I
No
need
way,
to get a play
really?
set of beta bolts, too.
Beta
Oh,
boys
hang
and
on,
betas.
That's
Beta, Bolt's not a mountain.
Yeah, dude.
Arabian Nights Mountain is the biggest flex in Magic
Over
Yeah.
Apex.
over Apex.
APAC.
Those
Or
are also,
Apex, sorry.
yeah, those are also lame
I-
too.
No, Guru is what you're thinking of.
Or
not
Gurus.
Guru, yeah, the
Guru.
$80 to $100
No, way
base.
more than that.
Like
Guru's
600.
canceled.
Those
Bro.
went
Let me
way
live, bro.
You want to
Will
get
never reach that
yeah.
echelon.
Guru's canceled though. It's definitely Arabian Nights Mountain is the flex.
It is flex.
I want to get Arabian Nights Mountains.
Dude, if I
Um,
could have,
They're about $100 pop now, I
Only-
think.
No,
If
they're
I
$200 pop.
if I could have only APAC swamps with the Ron Spears one with the little Japanese gravestone, oh,
Hmm.
that would be great. That's all I want.
Anyway, did you see the lands I picked out, or the basics I picked out for Dragon's Approach?
Yeah, they're like
you know
there's-
how hard it is to find a swamp with a dragon in it? Is there
No,
maybe?
I mean, how hard?
I don't think
Huh?
I've ever really looked.
You know,
The
there's
ice-
a way to search for art with X in it, right? Because people are crazy and they detail
Yes,
it that
It
deeply.
doesn't work that well though.
Oh,
That's not how I found either of those lands.
because that's what I did
Oh.
for my That's what I did for my
My
fairies. I was
my
just like,
angel.
anything with a fairy in the art. Let me see.
Hang on. So when you have a named character like that, it works really well. But when you want like dragons in the art, it just ends
Dragons.
up.
What do you mean
bringing up-
named? He said fairies.
I
like
thought
what-
you said tough. I thought he said
Oh
tough.
no. He said fairies.
Mm.
Yeah, for my fairy deck, I basically picked anything that had a fairy in the art.
Oh yeah.
But finding the dragon ones were hard. The mountain that I found was got the dragon shadow or whatever. That's like a jump start card that I have one somewhere, and I remember thinking that land was cool.
Yeah.
I do, but you'd have to sift through my giant box of basics just to find the 2 I maybe have.
You can find it.
borrowed
You can
it.
find mine at the landfill.
And
Yeah.
then I found two swamps. One's an Ikoria, and I'm not entirely sure if it's a dragon.
Yeah.
All right,
'Cause
here's a real
Ikoria.
question for
All
you.
right.
I have an Ikoria box I can go through.
Related to that trash comment, how often do people just dump their cards from draft or
I
sealed
do it.
including lands into the trash when they're done?
Oh, I
Oh,
do it all the time.
Into the trash, I don't ever do that.
Always.
I put it in. I leave it on the table sometimes.
No,
but
that's equivalent to trash. It's worse. You're giving someone else a chore. Do the right thing. Throw it in the
True.
trash.
Like I admit that I'm giving someone else a chore,
You
but
bitch.
they can take the magic cards if they want them. But I admit I do that. But
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
curious because I know all the time. I'm just like, well, de-sleeved it, took out the rares, right in the garbage.
no, I don't know. I got really proud of these lands or whatever. What are your guys' favorite basics?
Let me think. So
Unlimited.
APAC has the Ron
You're a
Spears
terrible
swamp,
person.
like I was talking about.
Yeah.
APAC also has the forest with the Torii Gate on it,
Yeah.
which I really like. The one that I had altered into Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
APAC also has a really nice island that has like a Torii Gate on this island above a sea
Yeah.
that I really like. Plains is probably. I really like the sunflower one, but I haven't picked a plains that
I
I'm,
like the
all about.
sunflower one. That's a classic magic card.
Yeah, everybody loves the sunflower one. And then what did I miss? I don't even know. The other thing that I barely ever play, mountains. That's
Oh.
it.
So I like to do
I have no
like I
idea.
like to theme my EDH decks, but like when I'm playing 60 card, I like to use white border basics, John Abrams.
Yeah. Upset Jeff.
I only
Right.
have really
it does
like
tilt. It does tilt people. I'll admit that now that it tilts people, that is like a reason why I do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
I
just
remember a long time ago watching Tony play in an SCG. And he had 4 land werewolves, and 2 of them were on the field. One was a white bordered 8th edition, and the other one was like a beta.
Yep.
And his
Oh my
opponent just
God.
looked really upset.
Oh yeah.
I need 2 land werewolves, and then I think he cast the third one, and it was like 10th edition or it was like
Yeah,
M11 or something.
It was
and
M10, 7th edition white border, beta, Atlanta Ralph, and then I think there's a promo one, like an F&M promo one. I would put that in there. And it was like
Yeah,
the
it's
entire
great.
deck of whatever I could mismatch, I did. And it just drove
it's
my
so
opponent
good.
crazy.
I remember you did that for
we're
pre-modern
pre-modern.
also.
Oh yeah, the pre-modern one was fun. I liked
Dude,
it.
that's I actually want to build my pre-modern decks with only the weird new full art versions.
Just to tilt people, yeah.
Because there's like a certain section of that community that's like, how dare you play with not the old borders?
You didn't buy these 10, 20 years ago, did you?
By the way, Josh, I'm pretty sure my favorite mountain art has a dragon in it. Actually,
Pretty cool.
Is it the one from Kamigawa?
I mean, yeah, the cloud one with the mountains and the fireballs.
Yeah.
I
dude.
didn't want to do that one.
I love that art, dude.
I'll admit that art is like cool, but I wanted to be like different. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A hipster, I get it.
I didn't want to conform. That was too easy.
Don't ever
Oh,
conform.
I know what I really like. I like the Ukiyo lands too. The ones
And-
from Kamigawa.
And like
Those alt art ones.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I love those.
I'm
That
making
mountain's the
this
best mountain.
statement by saying that full arts are now. I'm trying to. They stop printing full art secret layers. Stop
That's the big one.
bombarding us.
the secret
Stop
layers. I don't
comparing.
care about them putting full arts in like packs, whatever. That's
Yeah.
fine. I don't
Right,
care.
it's fine.
Because my other favorite art is the green one from the original Zendikar, the one that like looks like a watercolor painting, like all mixed together.
Yeah.
I also
Like I
like
like that one.
when they have the jumpstart packs or whatever, and the jumpstart packs are themed, and then you would get the themed land with it. Like they have the dog planes,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
whatever.
Or
And
the
like
Phyrexian swamp
that
with
was the first time
Obliterator.
they did it. Yeah, that was the first time they did the Phyrexian swamp. They should have left it like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Here we are.
See, the weird part is I don't know. So I really do like the original unglued too, but I feel like
Yeah.
it's more the frame that sells me on it than it is the art. And the art's not bad because
Yeah.
they got like the twisty island.
I
and they got
love the
really
giant
cool-
tap
Nice.
symbol at the top.
It might
got,
be
like,
the
the
only
like,
land that
yeah.
looks like that, so it's very unique.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got like the snowy mountain.
Mhm.
There's like a bunch of snow on a mountain, which is cool. But like, I think what really sells me is that border. It's just so great.
Yeah.
I forgot what
What?
edition it is, but my favorite planes is the snow one where it's like the tundra and then you see the giant moon in the background.
Oh, that's
It looks like Hoth from Star Wars.
That was
Is it
Cold Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
I
still
got in
have
trouble
that.
for playing that once
Nice
because
one.
I didn't realize that like snow basics couldn't be played like all the time,
Yeah,
like
right.
regular basics.
Right.
So I
still
ended up
have
playing it
that.
in a tournament and got in trouble for it.
Weak
I
sauce.
still have that foil one somewhere.
But JB, you play any Magic this week?
No, I went to interestingly enough, I went to a con. I won't get into details on all that stuff because it's whatever.
R.I.P.
But,
Toriyama.
Yeah, it was crazy to me that I walked the guy who was hosting the like TCG stuff.
Yeah.
I know from a long while back we used to work together and stuff. But he has his own game store now, and he was telling me that they had 3 full drafts fire, which is insane at an anime con. It blew me away because I've never heard of that. Because I'll usually check in and see what's going on in the like board game room where they have all those events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on Friday night, it surprised me that there were 24 people willing to just sit down and draft.
Especially
crazy.
murders at Karloff Manor.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm glad it worked out. Like, normally I'm used to hearing that they're scraping together. Because I tried doing it once or twice at cons. Like playing Magic or whatever. And, I got some EDH games in, which is fine.
Yeah.
But, like, when they would try and fire events like that, it was just, like, 4 people, 5 people. So,
I think
glad it worked out for them.
Yeah, I think Magic's becoming more of the mainstream now. Meaning that like you're gonna probably see
People are
more of it.
interested.
Well, they're doing exactly what the Universes Beyond. They are reaching to other people that like to dabble. Like I have a friend who loves Warhammer. That was like I've never played Magic, but I bought all 4 of the Magic Warhammer decks, and now like we play that occasionally. It's like cool.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing is, like, that's why I'm like, I used to take my EDH decks or whatever to anime cons every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I might have some downtime, and, like, I don't see anything I want to be doing on, like, Friday or Saturday night in the mid-afternoon, early evening. So I'll just go play with some random people. But it's crazy to me that a draft fired.
I think
EDH,
that
sure.
a draft is like a perfect a draft at a con like that is like a perfect environment for people who want to play Magic at the con.
Mm-hmm.
Who like you don't have to bring anything.
You're not committed.
You're not committed.
You're not carrying a
whatever.
$1,000 deck.
And if you just want to meet new people, whatever, that's like a good environment to do it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't have to like
Sure.
carry around your $1,000 deck. And I think that's like a good, cool. That's very cool for the game, and it's cool for the Magic, the anime con.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Magic nerds, like, and like animes become mainstream now too, and like that crossover is like almost like a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Venn diagram is just one circle.
Yeah. So, I think that's cool.
Yeah. Hey man, Jeff, did you do any Magic again?
I did. So I went and played the Store Championship to try to win the Texas Dothy
did you get it?
Voidwalker.
Oh, did you get it?
I did not. So I showed up. I went to a card store I had never been to before.
Bootybutts.com.
What's
The all I'll say is it's the one in West Dallas near High 100.
Okay.
And I had never been there, and they had 5 people, and I walked in, and they were like, "Oh, you're here for standard, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's the championship, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." So they needed me to fire. Sat down. I was one of 6 people, and 4 out of the 6 people were running mono red. So I played mirror matches 2 rounds in a row and lost because I haven't really updated my list since I played the RCQ.
Did you even really
And
want to win? No, I'm just joking.
Codebreaker is way more disgusting of a card than I thought it was going to be. The 2-drop 2/1 Goblin with haste,
Yep.
which also has prowess, which I didn't know. It's real good. The case is also really good. I have 2 of those. I just need to pick up some Codebreakers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went 0-2, but seeing as there was only 6 of us, it was only first and second got to play for the Dothy anyways.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I went and picked up some EDH stuff. I picked up a Fallout Commander deck, because tomorrow there's a $15 entry if you already have a precon without any alters, and winner gets to pick a Commander deck for free.
Oh, sick.
So $15, go play. If I win, I get another
Thursday,
one.
or is this?
Are they?
Yeah.
Does that include the War Room promo?
No,
you know?
that was this last weekend. You had to go to one of the events this last weekend.
Gotcha.
Oh man.
Yeah, blow it.
I was gonna go to it on Saturday, but I went to the. I didn't go because I went to play Magic on Friday instead.
Sick dog.
I have someone that messaged me because I want a War Room, and he says he's got an extra one, so I'm gonna have one for myself at least.
Sick.
But besides that, I really haven't been doing much with Magic. I've been kind of like grinding some other games because like so much is coming out right now. Kind of like taking a break until the new set comes out because I can't really play test for Dallas until it comes out. So trying not to burn myself out. I don't want it to come around until the time of Dallas, and I've played like 3,000 matches, and I just have no interest in playing anymore. I still want to be excited to play.
Okay, gotcha.
So when it comes to the time when like Thunder Junction comes out, I will be cramming then, but there's no point to really cram right now until then.
Yeah.
Plus, standard is wild right now.
Wow,
What
West.
card did you say you needed?
Thunder
Or what
Boys.
cards from Martyrs did you say you need?
I need Codebreaker. It's the 2-drop Goblin, 2/1 haste prowess, and if you flip it face up, you discard your hand and draw 2, and its flip cost is 8, but it costs 6, and it costs 1 less for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard.
Oh, nice. That card is pretty. This card does sound pretty.
Yeah.
Sick. All right.
I'll have to look at my stuff at work.
I got 0 Magic in, but I've just been fighting the internet because yeah.
Is this what you do?
I just like to do that. This is what I do in my free
I was
time.
gonna say, when do you not?
I was doing Ninja today. I didn't have anything to do, so I was picking fights on
I was
Facebook.
like, here we do. I'm gonna pick some fights. So. All right, let's get into it. Modern
This is my
bands.
contribution to the Magic community. I fight.
I'm toxic.
I'm telling you, man.
For
my,
everyone who's ever cast your Uro, it's your fault that I go on
vote
Facebook and I
paper
imagine
player.
like, you-
I will restore your FNMs to 60 card formats. Vote paper player.
Oh man.
All right, so
I have off Friday, so I can go play FNM, and I was like, I kind of want to go play EDH for FNM. Where can I go?
No, you don't.
no, you don't.
I got a few
No, you
places I can
don't.
give you if you really want 'em.
No, you don't, dude. I'm telling you, you don't.
I am actually going to play standard on Friday. But
Good.
That's just because Tony has cards for me for EDH.
I mean, I guess I could go. Wait, no, I gave those 1-drop dudes back to Answer.
Oh yeah. All right.
I could just build a bad deck.
Let's keep ignoring Tony.
That's all right. We have modern bans, a modern ban, and then also a vintage unban, meaning unrestricted, going from we can now play 4 ponders in vintage. Don't know how impactful that is. Probably not, since they've made so many
We
different.
should ask Ollie.
I can't imagine
meant
it being
to
that
do
impactful.
I loved spamming the ponder emoji the day it got unbanned, though. That was fun.
The violent outburst, the Cascade decks definitely took a hit. So Rhinos and Living End both can't play at instant speed anymore. That way they can't really weaponize Force of Negation to protect their Cascade nonsense, which definitely dropped that deck down some. It's only been a couple days, so innovations still going out there, seeing where Rhinos is going to go. The natural fit, which if you didn't know, is Ardent Plea, which is an enchantment. That's an uncommon from Shards of Alara, so that's already going to make it have some amount of price. It does have one reprint of the list, but that is so unlikely. And yeah,
Wait, is it one of the foil ones?
I don't know.
No, it was the
I
list. It
bet I-
was. You're thinking of the mystery boosters.
Mm-hmm.
List.
That's also the list.
Although there's the list.
No,
the
they
list
say
and the
they say
booster are
mystery
different, yeah.
booster.
No.
Okay.
The list and the mystery boosters have no way to signal that they're different, other than having been in the know. It's
Yeah,
chaotic. It's the worst. Do you think they would do something
I
different?
think it is. I think it is.
it would
though.
pop up
Then
here.
I might have one, and it's in a box. I have to go dig it
Yeah.
out.
So, losing the instant speed is obviously huge for that deck, and then now having to shift their mana base into either most likely a natural fit would be Bant, because Shardless Agent and Ardent Please share a color. I can't imagine you wanted to play Shardless Agent and Demonic Dread, just because that makes you into 4 colors, and Demonic Dread also has a really rough condition where you have to target a creature for it to go, so you can't, like, you'd have to play, if you play against like a creatureless deck, you're just kind of screwed. You can't cast that. It's one of like the downsides of that card. But yeah, I think all those decks are going to make that shift, and I see lists coming up left and right on them, but nothing's concrete yet until the next major event, which is probably in a couple weeks. Or MTGO will probably solidify what's going to happen with Cascade decks.
Yeah.
So-
Well, how come you're saying MTGO is dead if they're the ones
You'll
solidifying?
see why.
Ooh,
Future.
baby. Ooh.
Can't wait to find out, because it sounds like you're incorrect with that statement right there.
I think it is.
You'll find out why.
So MTGO and Arena will not be featuring Fallout in any capacity. They will not be bringing it there, and it's not disclosed why, but it's probably has to do with something being connected on the lines of like,
Licensing.
well, it could be licensing, but it's mainly that Magic the Gathering and Daybreak are two separate companies, and they might have to put the onus on Daybreak. If you want these Fallout cards, you have to pay for the licensing of them. And as a third-party company, they're probably just like, fuck them. So, yeah. And with Assassin's Creed coming up here, and that's going to be modern legal. If Assassin's Creed is modern legal in paper, but it's not coming to MTGO, there will be a fractured format, if you will. There'll be two separate formats, because if Assassin's Creed does have a relevant card, now it's just not something you can test with. Same was true for Legacy. And actually, EDH is there's so many cards that exist in EDH paper that don't exist on MTGO. And like we just got Triumph of St. Catherine. The deck that won Worlds for Legacy was not available for 7-8 months on MTGO. So if that's going to be the way that it goes, anything that happens to be playable, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough because, how do you get the metadata for, like, all the stuff from people grinding out games when, Legacy FNMs don't report their, tournaments or whatever.
No. But
'Cause, even at FNM, obviously it's
Yeah.
a lower, I don't want to call it a lower level, but, like MTGO, you're going to have the grinders and all that.
mm-hmm.
But, without that FNM data of how much people are playing what,
Mm-hmm.
with like St. Catherine as a perfect example, because we've talked about
All
it
right.
before, all of a sudden it was on.
It just came out like
MTGO.
a month ago, maybe 3 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, without that, everyone could be playing it because it's the best deck in paper,
Yeah.
but they won't notice it because you don't have the
Yeah,
data.
you don't get it. What's up, Josh?
What are the odds I find an Ardent Plea in this box?
0.
I would say 0.
You would
Uh,
have picked it out because it was still like $5 before.
Card Kingdom. No, I wouldn't have cared about it. The Card Kingdom says it was in mystery. Or Card Kingdom says edition mystery boosters last the list.
So it's probably in both. Or maybe they're just unifying as one singular thing. I don't know which was which, but yeah. So that kind of sucks for
I think-
MTGO. Only,
Yeah.
only because that is like the last, like, other than getting to get in person, right? And this actually might be best for it. Let's say if MTGO were to be like, all right, we're not doing Legacy anymore. Like, there would be not an avenue to play. I mean, certainly Vintage they can't take off there, but if Vintage has a card that's playable, that kind of sucks. But if you remove Legacy and Modern from MTGO, like, does that client even stay alive? It's just like a cube system now versus being anything else.
No, I think it dies.
Which might bring innovation back to modern, because maybe that's the intention. Maybe that's the point, is to have the days where you could have secret tech and no one knew about it, and then all of a sudden you show up to a tournament and people are just like, what is this deck? It is just beating people up, or anytime you look at
actually good.
Yeah, if you just look at like
turns out to be good.
Yeah, if you just look at MTGO 5.0s every days that they come out, you have a pretty good understanding of what exists and what is new, because you'll see things that are out of like, hey, what is this? So, all right. Potato phones, Thunderdogs. So this is where they with this set. Yeah, because
You know why it looks like a potato? All the videos like these, or all the photos of spoilers like this look like shit, is because it's a screenshot of a video.
Yeah,
Oh.
so they're like moving the camera around and they're like.
Gotcha.
Camera movement.
All right, so this is like a pre-release kit that someone has that obviously they got early. They're looking at it. There's the dice, pretty cool dice. As far as the cards, you can see that there's a Villainous Wealth there that's probably going to be somewhat desired. That's like a wanted poster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say we're looking at the pre-release kit?
Yeah.
Spoiled pre-release kit? Okay.
Yeah, and then there's another card on there. They're kind of hard to make out, but Jeff, you were still talking about it earlier. They said like crimes. Maybe Rosewater came out and said it. What are crimes exactly?
So it literally targeting your opponent, anything they control, or their graveyard.
Okay, so you committed a crime.
So basically, anytime you target strictly your opponent, so it does not count targeting yourself. So you can't like giant growth and be like, oh, I committed a crime.
Yeah. What a weird errata to bring back to all of Magic's history. Like you're like, hey, we're gonna go all the way back to the beginning, and now this is all considered a crime. Which,
What blows my mind is they heard people complain about how annoying Night and Day was.
yeah,
Now this is something you have to like
Also,
sure, you already should know that like your opponent targeted you, but now you have to think about how they're targeting you.
what do you mean? So if you target them, anything
Like attacking doesn't count as you're still targeting
okay.
your opponent by attacking, but that doesn't count as a crime.
Sure. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah,
It's just annoying to keep track of one more thing constantly on every turn.
yeah. Yeah, I guess like if there's a relevant card that cares about you've committed a crime, therefore do this, then yeah, I think that's gonna be like, oh shoot, this is whoops, like we fucked that up. But
Only if it's like trackable like throughout the game. If it's like you committed a crime this turn, I think then it's very safe. But if they did something like if you committed a crime this this game.
Did you commit 20 crimes this game or some kind of number?
Right.
Yeah, as soon as there's
Something-
something that involves counting the amount of crimes, it's gonna get real annoying.
Nah, yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah. Keep your dice ready. It's gonna be like Storm.
I hope so. I hope it's good. But
Well, I meant not good. I just meant
Yeah, you get like
Big
six.
bunch of
You cast
content.
like six. If you cast six, whatever in a turn, you can
if you commit
shoot
6
somebody.
crimes.
Right, and you unload your pistol or whatever.
yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
What was the Overwatch kill?
Oh my God! Why can't I think?
Are you
of
talking about soldiers or are you talking about McCree's High Noon?
It's not McCree anymore. High noon.
Are you talking
whatever
about the
it is,
soldier one?
No.
No,
he's
No,
talking
what-
about.
Oh,
I don't know what
McCree.
his new name is, but
Cassidy.
But what was didn't it have a name though? Or was
High
it
Noon.
just called High
Called
Noon?
High Noon.
Yeah.
It was it?
Yes.
I can't read with the desert. I'm sure there's a thing, but they have deserts that now tap for double or like dual colored deserts.
No, it deals a
There's the
damage to your
battlefield
opponent.
tap.
It,
Gain
Yeah.
1
Ooh.
life.
That's
it
pretty
deals
No,
a
nice.
not
damage
gain
to
one,
your
deal
opponent.
one.
Oh,
It deals the damage to your opponent.
sorry.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Tap land deal 1.
You can fill your deck
Dude,
with
How
20
salty is someone gonna be when you cast or play
I'm gonna
this
come with
common
60
land to
tap
kill them at
lands.
one?
Yeah.
Piranha
calling it
Marsh
60
existed.
tap land.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like lose one life.
Yeah, but now you're gonna have every. Oh man.
This is-
Pre-release, I'm playing every land.
How
Yeah,
about
it'd be
all
hard
the
not
green
to.
ones and nothing but fogs?
It also
Oh.
You will
targets
lose.
it also targets your opponent, so like that's a way to trigger committing a crime. All right,
Yep.
those are probably gonna be sick. All right, cool. Yeah, if you want to look more into this, I don't really care for it because it's not officially
Oh, there's
spoilers.
like a one.
There's a
one
busted
mana.
red card.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a
It's a
one mana.
1/3 for one.
Oh, whatever.
Are we ever
No,
out
there's
of
a
spoiler
no,
season?
there's a 2/1 for red with haste and first strike.
Oh,
It's
And
a
then
it's
you
a
can-
it's not a 2-1, it's a 1/3.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah,
okay.
1 mana 1/3 with haste and first strike. And then you
Gross.
can pay through mana to like make a treasure and draw a card.
It does a whole bunch.
Yeah, I bet. When it comes out, I'll start caring about
Yeah.
it. Right now, I'm just trying to get some. I want to play some legacy games. To be honest with you, when is that Midwest Classic? Is it like 2 weeks from now?
Yes.
Yeah, are they doing something?
Yeah, they're doing something. I should pull it up. I'll pull it up. Remind me
Like
to pull it up
a
at the end of the
free
show.
tournament for Volcanic Island or Underground Sea.
Yeah, there's a CDH on Saturday, a Legacy on Sunday, for an Underground Sea, and it is proxy friendly, and it's hosted
And it's
by the Mana
free.
Vault, and it's free with badge, obviously, to get to the Midwest Gaming Classic. So if you're interested in playing Legacy and proxying up some stuff, get some reps in and find a deck you like because the format's really not going to change too much by then. So, all right. Super Dungeon. So they're trying to hype up the 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons, and they released Barao, Baldur's Gate Wilderness. This will be playable in some shape or form when the weekend comes around, and this is kind of another way to push Baldur's Gate product in the sense of like nobody bought it because that set sucked. But Jesus, this card is impossible to read. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I think this is like a promotional dungeon that you get to play like on that weekend. That's really all there is to it. As far as everything else, whatever. But a giant dungeon, if this was like something that was played in 60 card formats or something you had to see, like, geez, man, that text is tiny. That's like Yu-Gi-Oh bad.
Yeah.
It's rough, and I'm looking at like a full screen version of it. It is rough. But yeah, nice way to promote that. Oh, and then Josh is a basic B, and
I
Josh,
hate this.
these are the best. So if you don't know what a basic land does, here's all the rules.
I don't mind those. I think those are cool.
Yeah, they're cool. Artless, yeah, kind of one of a kind thing. I like that they give you what a basic island. Basic is a super type, land is a card type, and island is a subtype. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure those were like $7 a piece or whatever, right? Because it was $35 $35 for shipping for the 5 of them.
So, what I've learned in my findings in the last 2 weeks, because I've really been going hard at EDH, just because I want to, it's the
Low-hanging
mainstream.
fruit.
I'm anti-mainstream, and being anti-mainstream is not what I do. So I don't want to be anti-mainstream. I think I want to be
Oh
that.
my god.
But the face of Magic,
Yeah,
right?
I'm the hipster.
The face of Magic has been for the last since COVID, honestly, has been Commander, and maybe that's because people
Are we
play
still
together.
being mad about Commander?
Thought
we got it all out.
It's Tony.
It is me. I can't get. I'm not done talking about it. Which will be about any subject. I will never be done talking about it. You just have to hope that you find a subject that you would like to talk about otherwise, and I'll move on to that one. But yeah, and I think
Rogue.
so. Winning is bad, and you should learn to just fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Again, this argument always comes down to, I don't care if I'm playing with you guys. I'm never going to an F&M to play with a random pod in my life.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Tony, who the heck is playing something? Oh.
What?
Never mind. I had a tab open that was making noise.
You dipshit.
It's like, what the hell is that?
You bitch.
But, that's like the main thing is like, if you're playing with people you know,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be fine. If you're playing with randoms at F&M, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Because you're all coming to the table with a different expectation.
Yeah.
And it's fine when you come to the table with a different expectation with your friends, because you're there to joke around and have fun with one another anyways.
Mm-hmm.
At F&M, I'm there to play Magic and maybe make some friends. Who knows?
Never.
But
Better win.
F&M
You don't
ain't gonna
dominate.
be it.
friends.
Or
Crush.
EDH ain't gonna be it.
So I think I'm going to attribute this to a couple things: game nights and shuffle up and play. I think these are curated experiences, scripted experiences that people want to have in person, and that's just not. That's having a lack of understanding of how card games work in general. And these scripted experiences seem like a lot of fun, but that's just not how Magic is. Sometimes you get stuck on 2 lands, and then you're the whiny bitch at the table the entire time. Can I please go grab a land so I can play? No. You decide to keep a 2-lander, own your shit, and lose. You know? But the face of Magic is... I just...
Like you said, everyone wants it to be like these videos.
Yeah. I'm just coping poorly.
I don't know why people don't realize these videos. It's not that their reactions to one another or the fun that they're having at the table is scripted, but the actual like draws, the way that the game plays out, all of that has some level of script to it. You know, like it's,
oh yeah.
They're not going to completely stack their decks. There's going to be a little bit of randomness, but if they were to just record any random game they would play, and they just recorded 10 in a row to try and find the best one,
yeah,
7 out of 10 of those are going to have a miserable experience for one person at that table.
Face of Magic needs a low shot. Yeah, Jim, it does. Yeah, it makes me. I don't know. I'm just sad. I don't know. I want competition to like be the forefront of Magic, and all this commander shit that's at like FNMs. Take it back to the kitchen table. Go back home. Go where you belong.
But so obviously we don't like it, right? Not
everyone doesn't like it. I've never heard anybody having a positive experience ever. No, you don't.
The problem is,
yes, I do.
Every time I go
I
to
drop dinosaurs
FNM,
on bitches.
What I see is people who go to FNM to try and find commander games who then find a group at FNM that they become friends with and play only with them from that point on.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's what ends up happening.
And then every week that group goes, you're playing Burgeoning, you got a ban, it's just too good. When you have that, you just automatically win. That card is OP. It's like,
I feel like no.
Don't tell me what to do.
I feel, on the contrary, in my experience, when you go to play EDH, you end up at the pod with the guy who does have the Burgeoning and the Mana Crypt or whatever, and then that just forces you to have to get that, and then everyone eventually has.
Or force somebody else to change their deck. Hey, I don't like what you're doing. Change it.
It doesn't force, like, it's just like you're like, well, he's not going to change it, so I guess I have to buy this card now.
Or you can go like, you can't play with us. Magic the Selective Gathering, not for me. And with winning no longer, like, I swear that's not a goal in EDH anymore. That's just it's winning is not the forefront of it's just not. That's not what you do.
I know my decks suck. I know I'm gonna lose. It does not matter to me, because when I sit down, the people I'm sitting down with, I usually just want to talk to and play games with. That's it.
I think the most fun I've had in like a casual setting are things like Dan, where it's like it's still like it's
curated to a degree, but
but the goal is I'm here to beat you, or like random battle boxes where it's like, hey, we both draw off the same deck, and the whole goal is for us
like that one you had you brought to Tony Fest that one time.
Yeah, like the whole goal is just like we're here to kill each other, and that's just here to play games of Magic, and you do it quickly, and you just kind of do that while you talk or whatever. But like, I don't know, maybe I'm just having bad Commander experiences, because every time I like play Commander, I'm just like, I'm not having fun. I'm just not. I'm so impatient.
Do you think maybe some of that could be chalked up to like you don't like playing casual Magic?
I like playing like 5-color with JB. Like I had fun.
But that's different. Like that format, like even if you do play it competitively, is still like displayed as casual. Like I feel like when you sit down to play Commander, and let's say I sit down with my fun squirrel deck that doesn't have like all the answers it should have for other things, you feel like you have to answer those things, and you feel like you have to be doing good. That's not how everybody plays Commander.
Well, I know that it's the miserable way to play. I've no, like, if it was me and 3 other Tonys, it would be a blast, right? We would all be trying to win.
It'd be over in 20 minutes, and there would be no talking, and it'd be the most boring thing to watch.
It would be. Who cares about watching?
It'd be over in 20 minutes because it would be fucking 3 Teferis on the battlefield.
I mean, that's also true.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is like, all right, like our friend group, for an example, who we play commander with, we all do go in with the intent to win,
Yeah.
and we will, do that thing you hate that I know you hate, and we'll sit and talk and be like, all right, we need to deal with this guy. Are you gonna answer him or do I have to?
Oh, sure.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, like when Josh pops off of this dinosaur decks, like I think the way we get around like the whole Rule Zero talk is as soon as Josh starts complaining about us targeting, we just make fun of him.
Yeah.
And then he stops, and then we target someone else.
Uh-huh.
If
Yeah, like
Or we
it's just,
kill him and then we target someone.
Yeah,
yeah,
there
it's
we go.
about curating your experience. That's 100%
I'm
what
not
Commander
even
is.
complaining. I'm just,
See,
it's banter. It's table talk.
Yeah.
There's a difference between complaining and table talk or whatever.
Yeah.
Josh, you've literally used the. You guys always team up on me.
3v1, 3v1.
That's the life of a
I think he
commander
does it
player.
on purpose a little bit too.
Oh,
just
he
it's fun
does,
to
he
play
does.
into.
I do
It's
not
just fun to
like.
play
I
into.
understand with the cards that I'm playing that I'm going
Yeah.
to like draw a lot of targets.
Maybe I'm
That's
just
what I'm
got
saying.
that.
Like when we played at the MagicCon, like you already like had a really shit day because of that one lady.
Oh, whatever.
And then like, but to sit down and be like a blue player and sit with someone trying to combo off me who only had one Connor, and then your friend who had none, and you have to answer everything. That does sound like a terrible time. I would
no,
not have
it's just
enjoyed
I
that
have
match.
I have let's just put it this way. I have zero patience because I can't wait. I'm just like as soon as you pick up your deck to search, I go like fuck this game. Like I don't want to play this anymore because it
I
takes
think
so
if we would have
fucking
been
long.
sitting down at a table at like somewhere where we had like some beers and chilling, I think it'd be completely different. I think like relaxing and playing also helps with the whole like you need to hurry up because you just banter with the other people as you're relaxing. You don't have to be anywhere else.
Nah. It's
See, that's why I said I feel like it's because you want to be competitive.
Yeah,
So if
I
you're
need-
gonna
I need
play,
to be.
play CEDH.
Nope, that format is also trash too. No, everybody plays it incorrectly, which drives me crazy. And I will die on that hill forever. Nobody plays it correctly, and it makes me wild. And as
Oh, I
much
agree.
No one plays. What do you mean by no one plays it
Because
correctly?
everyone tries to play CEDH with casual rules.
no, it's not even that. It's just they like there is a dynamic that nobody will take into because there's a gentleman's agreement. The first thing you should do is go, hey, you want to make this a two-headed giant real quick, and then just go from there. Like
Oh,
just
that'd be great.
that's-
I'm gonna start taking
you
that.
and I, let's just beat the fuck out of these idiots. Yeah, cool. All right, let's do that. And then it was like, that's not strategy. It's like, yes, it is. Let's gang up on him, make sure he doesn't resolve a fucking thing. We'll go after him next, and then you and I will decide. And if you try to sneak a combo under me, then so be it. But like some games end in damage, believe it or not. But like you can like certainly go, hey, we're gonna make this guy's like, hey, this guy's got blue in his deck, right? Let's make his life miserable. Let's just attack his
Oh,
lands.
and every game I start, I'm like, fuck the. Why you
Well,
put target me? There's a
or-
blue player over there.
Yeah, but you just go like you and I, like, let's be cordial and not like thwart each other in any way. Unless if you're gonna go for the win, then like don't force me, like don't force my hand. But other than that, let's just gang up on him. No matter what he does, let's just punish him and then oust him. And then people are like, that's just not out. It's like no one's ever tried it, and it's probably correct because then
Here's the
you're
problem.
goal oriented to eliminate him, eliminate them.
None of the cards in all my EDH decks, all of the cards I play, they kill everyone at the same time.
Oh, sure. That's a strategy to build. I'm just saying, like, if you're building a CEDH deck, like, people fail to, like, your goal is to be hyper competitive, right? And to be hyper competitive, you should gain an ally. It's like when you play Risk, right? When you play Risk, and if you're playing at like a competitive level, like it benefits you. Like you and I are gonna ally up. I'm not gonna screw with you. You don't screw with me. We'll just work outwards, and we'll just kind of be cordial, and let's make it to the end game together. No one will ever apply that strategy to CEDH, and because there's some stupid ass like gentleman's agreement that's not how the game is played. It's like you're just dumb. Try it, and no one will. But it's probably it has to be the most optimal because it decreases your likelihood of someone thwarting your like your cards, right? As long as you don't like if you force someone's hand, then they have no choice, right? And that's sometimes what
Then let's do
CDH
it.
is.
Let's
But
build
it's-
2 CEDH decks and go to a tournament.
And you go, you could pick anybody at the table. Be like, hey, I like your commander. I know what he does. Your Crick, You and I are gonna team up. I'll protect your life total. You do
I
this.
was about. I almost have that deck for what it's worth. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm missing. I guess I have to get the tutors.
Yeah.
I need a vampiric tutor
And then let the other two players that are across from you or whoever that didn't pair up with you fume and be angry about the game that's not being conducted in the gentleman's way or whatever, and then let them try to. You basically, or what you're announcing is, hey, we're teaming up, and the rest of the table try to do what you're gonna do, but because there's essentially a unit over here versus like you trying to do something, me and him can converse and be like, let's knock that off and let's stop that and let's stop him. And then the other two people either have to make a choice of we have to be a 2 giant unit to try to get through this, or they're just going to sit there and complain miserably because they have unified attacks coming at them, or whatever that may be. And they're just like, there's no rhyme or reason for it. You're just like, we're going to eliminate you because you have the deck that probably is going to go off faster, so we're going after you. And they're just like, no rhyme or reason to it, rather than just like playing this weird ass game where you're just sitting there holding everything and just waiting for your fucking bullshit moment. And you're like, oh, okay, do I go for it now? Just, if you have a little bit of security, you can do that. But nobody wants to try it because it's not.
I'm telling you, let's do it.
Yeah, we can.
Does anyone team up with the Keurig player?
The
No,
crick?
normally not.
Usually, that's a crick. We all
Yeah.
attack his life, right? Because his entire
Right,
yeah.
right. It's. I feel like I'm the one that's getting 3v1.
You have to. Your entire deck is based on your life total. So it's like if your life total's high, you're gonna win. If your life total's low, you can't do crick things. So,
You only need. All you need is 9 life or whatever.
yeah, so that's like it's the same with like the general rule is that guy has black in his deck, therefore has ad nauseum. The table should all look at each other and go, okay. If assuming this is only the only black player, whether it's mono black, 5 color with black, whatever, it's like, okay, we are only going to attack him, right? Like, do we understand that he has ad nauseum in his deck, and sometimes ad nauseum draws 17 cards, but if his life total is at 6, he can only draw 3? Like, do we? Okay, we value that. Cool, let's do that. But it's a hard. Nobody wants to have those conversations.
No way.
No,
We just did.
we'll try.
Everyone wants to play Crick.
Yeah, crick. But CDH is bad.
You mean Post Malone?
Yeah, EDH is probably
Is
also
that
bad.
why that deck popped off? That makes kind of sense.
No, that's like one of the cheap EDH decks. 'Cause you don't need duels. Like you just go pop off with like Bolus, Citadel, and Crick.
Vampiric tutor and shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, I didn't prepare anything for this section of the show, but we will just go right into the Magic the Gathering where we left off, which was Excel. Where did we leave off?
Who's got Lion's Eye Diamond for me?
No, we left off. The last thing we rated was Equipped, which we gave an S, but all right. Storm we gave an S, and then so the last episode,
All right,
yeah.
to equip being an ass.
Indestructible is the first one. Is Darksteel with Sunburst. That one's like a
We're gonna go
three.
with Control F. We're gonna go
Sunburst.
with
Is it Sunburst?
Affinity.
No, that wasn't Darksteel. No, that wasn't Darksteel.
All right.
Oh, we do Affinity first.
Busted.
Ooh,
Busted.
busted.
All right.
I don't know if it's S though, because it's like limited.
What?
I think it's.
What are you talking about?
I can't play Ornithopter in my Murktide deck, or not.
I mean, you
Ornithopter.
can.
I can't. I meant to say like I can't play Frogmite in my Murktide deck.
Okay.
Sure.
So
But you can't play Storm in your Murktide deck either.
the first affinity for artifact
you
cards
can.
were Frogmite and Mirror Enforcer.
Mirror Enforcer.
Yeah, which were just completely unreasonable cards because they cost 0.
Yeah, just giant dudes for nothing.
No,
Well,
there's
two-
also a cycle like Spire
Yep.
Golem,
Dross Golem.
Oxida Golem.
Yeah, each one of them are
Golem.
played for like their affinity for basic lands. Like this one is for like Spire Golem specifically says for cost 1 less for each island you control, and then add the cycle. Yeah. So that was the kind of the beginning of affinity, and then
First time they had to ban something. I shouldn't say it. Hold on.
no, they banned Tolarian.
No, there's stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
they-
plenty of stuff.
They've
that's
banned a
been
lot.
before that.
Tolarian.
Yeah.
It was like
Tolarian
the black
era.
card got banned.
Yeah.
No, it was like not Megrim. It was Memory Jar.
Oh, yeah.
And Tolarian Academy got banned.
And the theme was anytime there was an artifact theme set, they had to ban something, and
Yeah.
Affinity was no exception to that.
But I feel like
What affinity card got
I feel
banned?
like
I thought
this is the
it
one
was
that
like
The five the
Ravager
fi-
that
the
got
five
banned.
no the 5 lands,
Oh,
and
the lands got banned,
and
that's
cranial
right.
plating got banned.
this
None of
this-
those have affinity though.
I know, but it's
but
if
they're
you
related to.
if you take out affinity, artifact lands suck, right?
None
Like,
of those
what's-
cards. Yeah, none of
Yeah,
those
what's the
cards are good.
point? But yeah,
But
What I
I'm
was gonna
getting
say
at, like,
is,
the ability
was-
itself doesn't
I
have
think-
a ban card.
I think this was the first time people who played standard. I think there was a decent amount of people who were playing standard at the time versus during the the memory jar days. There weren't that many people playing Magic because that was so
Yeah.
long
This
ago.
is like when
This
I
was
was
like
playing
the first-
standard.
Exactly.
Yeah,
this was, like,
same.
the first time the Gen Xers were really in
No,
on
I played
Magic,
Onslaught too. I got in an Onslaught block too.
and this was the first big ban for them where they were like yelling for it and calling for it the entire time. So I feel like this is way more of a moment
remember
than the old
was like-
standard bans.
I remember I was like 10 years old and I was at the card shop and they're like, "Yeah, we're banning all these cards." I'm like, "Why?"
because it's literally the only thing to do in that format, which is insane when you think about it. But yeah,
Not really, dude, because it was a bunch of fucking 10-year-olds who didn't
Yeah.
know what the fuck. we
Well, all
know
it
the
takes
best
is, like,
ones,
top
we were all
dog,
just
yeah.
playing our cards.
So the crazy part is you have
There
to
was
remember.
like there was somebody at the store that was stomping all our kids.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't give a fuck.
There was a minute where affinity did not matter for like 5 or 6 years, right? That like nothing played affinity. It didn't matter anymore.
yeah,
I guess modern still had it a bit,
yeah.
even during that time. Because I was gonna say from like 2010 to 2015, affinity was nothing. But then
No,
I guess
that's when
Modern-
it was prime. Ravager was like
yeah,
50
Modern was
bucks.
good. Yep,
Yeah.
modern was good. That's
Yeah.
why I was gonna take it back. But then even when you look at now, Legacy had for like a good 6 months, mono blue
Can it?
artifacts.
Yeah.
8-cast was like the top deck.
Mhm.
It was the most
That-
played deck.
The Thought Monitor card was pushed though.
Well, it wasn't even that.
But
It was
it's
the
still-
turtle.
But it's still
Oh, yeah.
affinity.
Well,
You
Thought
know,
Monitor's
we're
still
talking
played.
about affinity the effect.
Yeah, affinity the effect.
So it's had a lasting impact on formats for the entirety of its
Existence.
existence. Yeah.
I still don't think it's S. I think it's an A.
Why? Because it's not the greatest in
What's this?
sealed and
No, we've it's amazing sealed
It's-
because there's artifact lands.
yeah.
It's actually it's not a good sealed format. Really bad.
Well, I meant more like the affinity cards in Modern Horizons or Modern Masters.
Oh
are
sure.
a little
There were
less
there was plenty of cards
long.
in Modern Horizons 2 that had affinity that were really good and sealed.
Yeah, I mean Thought Monitor.
Yeah, that's about
There was
it.
also the
You just play the dual lands or whatever.
well, because they had modular and stuff in
Yeah.
the format. There was plenty of artifacts in the set.
Yeah, that was a good set. That's where they come out with the 10 artifact duels that are indestructible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
I think I lean more with Josh on this one. Just it has a huge history with that card or with Affinity, and like the deck is called Affinity, right? Like artifact decks
Yeah.
have been called Affinity, even though they don't play. They play like one Affinity card now. They just kind of all just transferred over to just Urza Saga decks that do Affinity like things. But Thought Monitor is probably the last card, and Thoughtcast are like the ones that I can think of that are still played. And then obviously these are two Pauper behemoths, Frogmite and Mirror Enforcer. And then the Sojourner is banned in Pauper.
Yeah, so it affects all formats.
The
I just
affinity
don't
card
think
has
it's
been
banned.
banned.
I forget about Pauper. What Pauper card was banned?
Vents or Sojourner, it's just Mirror Enforcer number 2.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah,
that.
it's when you have 12. Turns out when you have 12 cards at Affinity for 0 mana that are 4/4s or 2/2s, like it's not great.
You get to play a bunch of big beaters.
Uh,
And it has
I just
artifact
don't-
land cycle.
Oh yeah,
I just don't think it's as like universal or as like gold standard as an S card should be.
I mean the more or less would be. I know the artifact lands are banned. If they were to come off, would like Affinity pop off?
No.
Yes.
You think so?
Modern? No.
Yeah, I'm asking. I don't know.
When
Maybe
it's-
maybe for like 1 week or whatever, it'd be a flash in the pan, and then everyone. Puts
And then everybody boards in 4 Force of
back
Figures,
into
and
their sideboard.
you're just free mana double stone raining people. Yeah, maybe. I would say A. It's they have not gone back to it too frequently, and the last couple of printings of Affinities have just been like kind of poop. Like they're just not
Well, they've
great.
had to because it's too good.
Well, this is the last one that was good, and then Affinity for Planeswalker. What the hell ever? Like this was just there's no
I
reason.
have that
is the
card.
word.
Card has no reason to have that. Like, but yeah, all right.
It's not as ubiquitous is the word
Yeah.
as I want it to be for an S card.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm leaning with A. We go with A.
And aren't we split
Yeah.
2-2 here?
Yeah, I mean, sell me on why you
Good
think it's like S.
It has such an important history in Magic in terms of being the boogeyman that everyone remembers.
Mhm.
It has outlasted quite a few. Well, I don't know what else is on our S tier. I guess there's other things that
Equip
also
somehow
have
made
been
it on
around
there, and
forever.
I'm not happy about it, but that's whatever.
Which
I
one
think
did?
Equipped.
I think Equip's better. I think Equip's better than Affinity.
It's more iconic because there's a million cards with Equip now.
Right.
Iconic.
Flasher
I don't know.
split.
This isn't a hill I care to die on, so you can have
Yeah.
a.
I just don't think I like just do it at like the Storm scale. If Storm is like the S, is Affinity better than Storm?
Well, it would be in the same category, right?
I don't.
I don't
it's
think
a-
Equip is
uh,
better than Storm, and that's an S.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't-
I
I don't-
regret
I
some
guess
of our
I don't think
decisions.
I don't think it's in the same category as S.
Well,
I still
we
think
have
Equip's
S, we have triple S, double S, S, S
Oh
plus.
my god. Give it an A. I just this is the hill I do not care to die on.
All right, I win.
Like when we get to further down, like Indestructible's coming up, I'm gonna give that an S.
I don't think that's an S anymore.
Yes, I agree with that, Jeff.
Yeah.
But we'll get in next is Entwine.
Only because we switched to Exile removal. because
Exactly.
Farewell.
It's the same as Affinity. If it's getting
Terminus.
worse as time goes on, why would it still get S?
Yeah, and they've haven't they removed Indestructible?
Cards busted.
Maybe.
No, there's still stuff
No.
that gets printed indestructed in like almost every set.
All right. We have Entwine.
This mechanic's busted, but I give it like a B now because you get that for
What?
free on every card.
Yeah, so this is just all you do is you take a modal spell and you get to pick both modes, right?
Right.
Mhm.
This is just the beginning of the.
The only
future.
card that
Aren't these just split cards before split cards?
Yeah, everything.
I know
is
we
bigger.
had split cards before this.
yeah, there was before this. This is just a way for you to make it
Everything
cheaper
is
on the
bigger.
This was
yeah.
infused before infused existed.
Fuse, yeah.
Or fuse, sorry.
That's fine.
This
I think
is,
it's an A.
this is just the precursor to fucking commands.
So there's two cards that are like iconic for me. Tooth and Nail is still like, yeah, obviously
To
you
this
never let,
day.
you never let it resolve. Like it's like hey, if this resolves, he's probably gonna win the game, so let's not have him resolve
Yeah.
that. And then Savage,
Savage
beating,
Beating.
was the big one from like
Yeah.
standard back then. That was the big
Dude, I
big
played
one.
that card in standard. I beat the shit out of people with this card
Oh
in
yeah,
standard.
oh yeah. That was the one where you just out of nowhere I kill you for 7 mana. So that was like super duper trample.
Yep.
Reaping, so I've seen before. I think that's Rude Awakening. I've seen as a combo deck.
I-
for-
1 eyes sees play occasionally in
What is
token
it?
decks. 1 eyes, you make a bunch of tokens. It's an
Oh, really?
uncommon.
oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember that 65 Forest deck, Jeff?
Yeah.
I played Rude Awakening in that deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you should. Kaya's Guile. Why? Oh, that does have Entwine.
Yeah.
That
it's
card
really-
saw play for
so
a while.
Random. Yeah.
Sideboard card.
It was. It was.
I
Now
give it
it's
a
kind. It's
B.
kind of been pushed out.
Give it a B.
Grab the Rain saw play when it
Yep,
was in
that
standard.
was a big one too. I agree with that.
That was,
Bolt.
that was my win card. That was my win card. Win con in that deck. That red deck.
These are actually pretty fun. Like these have a fine power level. They're not like some of them are a little bad, but it's like there's some like I've never seen Spectral Swift or Spectral Shift. I don't know what this card does, but it sounds cool. Oh, it's change all the text of one card. Okay,
Yeah.
What the hell? I'm not reading that. All right. I give it a.
I'd give it an A. I wouldn't go above that though.
Okay. It's just like it's
What-
it's a different variant of kicker, right? I know we're gonna say that a lot.
No, because Kicker added an ability. This you get to choose, so it's almost better. It'd be like if Kicker you could choose between the two abilities you're getting.
Oh sure. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. Because kicker is S.
So
Sounds like this is an S to me.
Then this should be an S, honestly, because this is almost better than kicker, or this
So-
is just strictly better than
But none of the
kicker.
cards are good. None of the cards.
So
are good.
What?
so hold on. Isolated, the ability is better than kicker because you get typically like kickers like draw a card, add counters. This one's like two different abilities being smashed into one card. But the cards that exist to this day, Tooth and Nail is like probably the only one that I think is relevant. Whereas is there any other kicker cards that are relevant?
Even
Rude
now,
Awakening.
even now, Tooth and Nail's not even played anymore because you just play the green, whatever
You definitely
Finale-
play Tooth and Nail.
finality or whatever.
Oh yeah, Devastation. Yeah, it's a okay. That's
That only grabs one creature.
but it gives your team +10/+10 in haste.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
you
right.
play both.
Yeah, most decks do. I just
You
don't.
only need one creature. The only creature you need is buff. That's the only one you
Dude,
need.
I wonder what the price history on this card because I remember these used to be like $25, $30.
It used to
I
be more
remember
than
they
that
used to be
even,
like
yeah.
30,
Yeah,
30 bucks.
that was like a desired card. I mean, that's just kind of the.
It's also been finally reprinted into the ground, which it needed to be.
Yeah, but that's fair.
I don't know. I give it.
I don't know. We can give it an A.
A.
If there was
I
just
won't.
what's
drop
the
below
best
that, though.
kicker? What's the best kicker card?
Best kicker card?
Yeah, like why do we give kicker an S?
Avalanche Riders.
That's the best. That hasn't been played in years, dude. That also has that doesn't have kicker. How does that go? We'll go. We're
I
gonna.
think we gave.
We're gonna circle back.
I
to
think
that.
we gave kicker an F.
Turok.
Oh yeah,
That's a
the
pretty good one,
pro
yeah.
white one.
God, that card's such a beating. I get blown out by
Yep.
that card every time. I always fall for it. I suck at that card.
What is this card?
All right, what's next?
Imprint.
Imprint.
Oh my god. Just to go find it.
I
Imprint.
can only think of two cards that really saw play that had imprint,
Chromox.
From Mox.
and
Ice Crown Scepter?
Ice Crown Scepter.
Those are two very degenerate cards.
Yes,
Duplicate.
agreed.
Yeah.
And Duplicate.
Yeah,
Just go
Duplicant
through.
doesn't even see play anymore though, and that was only in like really Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a CE. No, it's a CEDH staple.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it used to be. It's dead now.
The card is not good at all.
I agree. It's on Jurassic. It's used in Jurassic World. Let's see what we got.
Classy used.
Yeah, it's on
Oh,
Dino DNA.
yeah, Dino DNA.
Alright.
It is also good on that card. I will give you that.
that card's busted.
Ooh, Knowledge Pool has it. Mimic Vat has it. All right, I'm coming around. Oh, this is banned in EDH because people are casual.
Well, yeah, because you
I-
put a time walk on it.
So what? Like there isn't 5,000 other ways to go have infinite turns.
There's the time walk extra turn cards or what need to
I
go.
thought this card would be worth more. This card stinks.
Yeah, this card is not great.
Imprint. It's like a
That
combo
Soul
card.
Foundry card is good. This Soul Foundry card's good.
Yeah.
I play Semblance Samble and Jeff should play that card too.
Which one?
In Semblance Samble.
What is that?
Damn, this thing always
Slime
this
against
thing
human.
just holds its price. People
Oh, the
love
one,
this
yeah.
card.
The slime
It's
against
'cause
humanity.
Dramatic reversal, bro.
Well, I know that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's got infinites written all up and down it, and like even from like a meme standpoint, it's like I just want to play Counterspell over and over.
I've played Mana Tithe on it before.
That's pretty sick.
I have it. It's in the queue. It's in the queue.
So you got that. You got Chrome Mox is obviously the big one, right? This is the
Yeah.
continuation of Moxes, and this card is forever degenerate. Like they just keep like, and this thing, god damn, does this thing hold its price? It just never goes down. Oh yeah, these are $100, dude. Damn,
It's banned in Modern.
has to be.
They were buying them for $75 in Chicago.
Damn. Yeah, the card's sick. So many different versions of it. The invention, so forth.
Wait, how much is the gold border? Okay, I was gonna say.
$20.
If I ever need one, I'm getting a gold border.
They're cooler too. They're,
Yeah.
I have a
Exp-
cool one. It's
Extraplanar
it's
lens is
German.
like the
Oh yeah, that's a really popular EDH one.
oh yeah. That's a
It's
bit
another
people
card
love.
that died.
Yeah, this is kind of I do. I'm telling you, like Duplicant, they put in like every commander deck because it's just like, hey, we're gonna throw
It's
this in
like
every.
20 cents.
It sucks. This is like the first cut you should make from every commander deck.
It costs so much.
Oh yeah, and it only targets creatures, which you need Meteor Golem. don't know what this card does, but I think because of Chromox and Ice Conceptor, I would give it's either an A or close to an S. It's close.
Eh.
I can't.
It's a busted
I think
mechanic.
JB is like a million miles away.
Huh?
It's an A.
I said it's an A.
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 Yeah,
A.
I don't think
And then the last
going.
one for today, and Josh, you're
I
gonna have
don't
to
think
die
it's
on this
going.
hill, is indestructible.
I
Ready
think
for this?
S.
This is a B.
I think this is an S.
This is a B.
I would have given you S in 2010.
Yep.
Unbeatable.
Really?
What? Unbeatable?
In 2010?
Everything except,
In
bro. If it
2010 I
was
would've given it,
unbeatable,
yeah.
Farewell would be a trash
I
card.
think I given this in 2010.
Why not?
Nobody played Indestructible. Nobody cared about that.
Okay.
Back then, it was all about Shroud and what's it called? If you wanted to dodge.
I guess
stuff.
wasn't Mutilate really popular back then?
Yeah, but people were playing Blightsteel.
And we had Bioblade.
Yeah, they've made a lot of different minus.
Artifact or Indestructible doesn't mean anything anymore.
It's an irrelevant text box. It's cute. Oh, take it back. The One Ring's got it. Great. Never mind. Put it back up on the S tier.
Right.
Goddamn. Fucking. Why does this card have indestructible? The fact that you can't force to figure this
That's
is a
insane to
problem.
me.
You know what it
Well, I mean,
dies
I get
to?
it
Pick
from
your poison.
flavor. I get it
It-
from
it
flavor.
doesn't-
'Cause it's like
Doesn't die to. It doesn't
Yeah.
die to Fury either.
only chuck
It
it. in.
dies to pick your poison.
Why didn't they make a card that specifically destroys the One Ring?
They did.
They did.
There's a two. It's like throw the ring into the
It's
lava.
Two red,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
It's
fire. It's called into
Why
the
is it
fire.
3 mana?
it's two.
Two.
It's 2. It's just a braid. Only it says exile.
Yeah, dude.
I guess I'm just dumb
It's
and didn't know
literally
that.
a braid.
Yeah.
It's literally a braid.
Well,
Better
it's
than
Braid.
sorcery, isn't it?
Yeah.
Braid sorcery too. I thought.
No, they're both
No,
instant.
Braid's instant.
Oh, in the gods. Okay, indestructible. I'm coming around a little bit. These random
Yeah.
ass these gods.
Yes, but
like this having indestructible is nonsense. Like that's why this deck worked when it was popular. Because like it was
That's
a
why Perforos.
yeah,
Uh,
when it was popular, but it
you
doesn't
can't
work
deal with
anymore
it.
because
Good.
Indestructible doesn't mean anything
man.
anymore.
Remember when this card was hot shit? Clothis?
Yes.
Man.
I need
That
that.
was,
I need that mithril coat. I need one of those mithril
Dude,
coats.
You know how nice it would be if I could just besage you
Surprise.
away a Cauldron Complete?
Everyone would think that. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. I know, you
Or a
can't,
ring?
You can't
That'd be great.
Yeah, that's fair
It
enough.
just has weird applications that happen to be really good, but tons of cards with it are just trash.
Perforos?
They're
Bro.
just bad.
Dude, I'm coming
I
around
think
on
it's a
it.
That's
B.
why that
It's a
deck
B,
was
dude.
good. It's because it's hard to interact with. You have to like.
Thassa-
And that's because it was
Awesome.
an enchantment
Awesome.
more than it was a creature.
Bro,
Thassa
don't
was
yeah.
king for a while.
Ulamog's?
Okay, whatever. Get out of here with your Ulamog. The indestructible part is not the.
Yeah, you
No,
can't
it's
do
the-
that,
all
dude.
the-
Destroy, exile
all-
2 permanents. Guess what? Ulamog gets rid of
all-
indestructible permanents.
Have you guys ever, how many
Ulamog
times have
gets
you
red
guys have been
Ulamog.
got by indestructible, meaning that
Do
they
you
attach
remember
to
when
something and he
Thassa,
died?
God of the Sea, was a good card?
Dude, that's
Yes.
what my best Magic play is when I animated the One Ring with the Karn, and then I exile a card in my hand to play a Fury and deal four damage to the One Ring.
And he just was like, all right then. You're like, oh yeah.
And he
this
was
is
like,
good.
cool.
I don't
it's
think that makes
indestructible.
indestructible good. I think that just means you don't
Cool,
read
it's
the card.
It just
indestructible.
makes you dumb.
That was my first time ever playing Scam. That was the first game I ever played with Scam,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, watch this.
I don't think what deck you're playing matters because the effect of indestructible didn't change based on the deck you were playing.
Heroic
That was like my
Intervention
first time
and
playing-
Armageddon,
first time
classic
playing
combos.
Modern Since that was
It's
my
a-
first
dude,
time ever
no.
playing against the One Ring.
Indestructible is so bad that they brought back phasing out. Like
What
you
the
have to
fuck?
be.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying you have to phase stuff out because indestructible doesn't matter anymore because everything gets exiled.
Oh, fair enough. I got you. From a protection spell.
Every
Yes,
time
like
it's something.
But so does Hexproof. They've made a million of those.
Well, and that's why I was saying is like Hexproof even back in 2010 was
yeah, but
better than
hexproof didn't matter.
Indestructible.
Hexproof doesn't even matter anymore
I know,
because
what I'm
again,
saying
I
is
think
Tony
I
said
think
in
if
2010 it was an S.
oh,
I think
no.
if our standard for S is that it's ubiquitous or whatever, is that it's like in all around. It's like there's never an instance where it's a bad card. I think or a bad ability. I think Indestructible's up there. It's like never
Well, we're literally naming all the reasons why it is bad.
Well, it's manageable now.
It's not bad. It's bad. It's the game has changed because of the ability.
And I forgot that this card is
It changed
indestructible.
the game. It changed the game.
This having indestructible is fucked up. That's not cool. Like that. Yeah, my Bosages not being able to get this is annoying. Braids aren't playable because of this card. Like, I mean, I know it's got this. If you took indestructible off this card, like, how much worse is it?
It's unplayable.
No,
Or it's
100% not true.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's not unplayable, but it's not good or whatever. It gets queenly answered quick. Or
Like
quickly
Ancient Grudge
answered.
embarrasses the ring, right?
Yep.
If you lose
The
that.
protection part is what really makes this card busted, though.
No, it's the
Like,
drawing
yeah,
7.
indestructible is gross.
No. It's the drawing 7. Let me just get that straight.
What follows the protection?
Yes, but the drawing 7 is typically like.
I think the indestructible is the worst part about this card, and I'm not saying it's bad because it has
No, I think
indestructible.
it's a 4 mana cost. It should be 1, so I could get it with an Urza Saga.
There you go. Like,
Yeah.
might as well.
One ring, one
Everybody
mana,
just run
you
it.
know.
I'm willing to go up to an A for indestructible, but I 1,000% there's no way it should be S.
Slapping, slappable.
This card's got indestructible. I've never seen this card on the
Get out
battlefield
of
yet.
here.
This is in every commander deck. It's relevant.
Josh played it once and it died.
Just look at how
Yeah,
many
I never
printings
get
for
it
this
out.
card
And
there are.
it never lasts long when I get it out.
There's like
Exactly.
1,000
How well does that indestructible work for you?
Yeah.
No, it immediately eats the fucking Swords to Plowshare or whatever because it's that good.
Yeah, I mean they've had the answer since the beginning. I mean, Path to Exile is like kind of the reason that's like
I gotta
indestructible.
get a
Never hit.
proxy of that.
And that's why I said when you said 2010, you're just wrong.
Dude,
It was not
2010.
S in 2010.
Why?
Troll was good in 2010.
Which was?
The hexproof one.
Yeah, that doesn't have indestructible.
Are you talking about Thran?
Yeah, what I'm
Thrun?
saying is
Thran?
indestructible was not good back then either.
All right, fair enough. I just think of random cards that like were good.
Yeah,
because, like,
sometimes they're good.
Well, they
and
are
Yeah,
good.
we're good, but
as a free staple on ability, no one's gonna say no.
wait, hold on. You can't just
Like-
throw indestructible on everything because then like black has lost its entire identity.
what black has sacrifice which gets around indestructible?
Even worse. Even worse.
Black has the best indestructible card, Phylactery Lich.
Oh yeah, 5. Yeah. Why do these cards suck? What the hell?
No way, dude.
I'm with A. Like
A
I
is
give
fine.
it S, but
these
that's
are
fine.
good.
So is that card underneath it right there.
There's a bunch of cards. Does anybody play?
Yeah.
I played this hella a lot.
I used to play that too.
Love
Yeah.
these cards. I
Both
would,
this was great in lands for a while.
yeah.
Just like, oh, I get free lands and I deal
How much
damage.
do you think this
Cool.
one's is? Yeah, this one always. I remember having like 20 of these. I was like, these
Yeah.
sick.
It was like the best
Never
butt
been reprinted,
commander.
no.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is the bad one.
Never been reprinted.
All right. Indestructible.
I'm
Trash.
trying to figure out where I can get a proxy of the Are You Flapping, dude?
That should be
need
it.
that art.
Next week we will be doing. Oh, hold on. We got. My bad. We have one more.
What?
Modular.
Sunburst is garbage.
We have Sunburst. We
Modular.
have 2. We have Sunburst
This is a
and
hard
Modular.
one. This is a hard one to assess.
And Scry also was we have modular. We have yeah. Well, let's go to modular. Let's see what's going on here.
This is like the only good modular card is like Arcbound Ravager, but
So
all
only
the, like,
exists on
bad
24
ones
cards
make
total?
ability.
Okay, I haven't seen any
I
of
think
these.
it's a
I
C.
haven't seen any of these. I've
Like,
seen this
the
card
only
before.
good card is Arcbound Ravager, and all the other cards are bad, but like together they're good.
Well, I mean the worker and Ravager. As far as like every other card, like
Yeah,
it's-
but if you took Ravager out of the equation, would any of these be playable?
yeah,
No.
you're right. I mean, and
Worker was
Is-
good.
Because Ravager's only good because you can sack other artifacts.
yeah, on command.
Yeah, if you couldn't do that, all of
But
these would be terrible.
but
No,
you-
it's a C.
Dude, this
This is a
is
C.
dude. This card,
Format defining.
yeah, 2010.
2015 too.
Okay.
Again,
yeah.
it's not because Ravager has modular, it's because it can sack other artifacts on command.
No, because you have to remember poisoning someone was so easy.
With this, yeah, by throwing it all on Ink Moth.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
go,
the
oh
all-
yeah, surprise, you're poison dead.
Yeah, I love
'cause
the all. I
modular
love the
exists.
all. But I mean, the best way to poison people now is just like, here's a stupid hammer.
Well,
Here,
sure.
here comes the hammer. Here's 10 poison.
Is the ability good where if you remove one card, the entire deck falls apart?
Well, there's 2 cards.
Well, there's
that they can put it
dude.
on,
Don't
but
even. This is not a card. People play this like poorly.
I'm saying, JB, if you remove Ravager from
I
that
know.
deck, is it
I know,
feasible?
I get it.
Well,
It's
even
not
the
the greatest.
ability the ability by itself, like the fact that it has the 1/1 counter has to go on an artifact creature sucks. If it could go on any creature,
I was gonna say, like, the ability exists nowadays, but it's not called modular because now creatures just say when they die, put the counters on something else.
yeah, they're like, this is too narrow and blows.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fucking C.
All right.
But somehow they have like 5 printings.
Well, I never knew there was the slasher and tracker. I didn't
These are
realize
new.
they were supposed to be like the
Yeah, these are new.
cat and dog.
Yeah, these suck.
I've seen the cards separately, but probably just always assumed it was the same card because
What about Blaster, the DJ?
Yep, because he's the one that everyone plays, not Splicer.
What is it? Yeah, whatever. Which
Nuh-uh. People play Splicer.
That was the oh my god, that's what I'm saying.
All right. This is,
Hang on, I was like on a kick where I was like shopping for sleeves for my dinosaur deck, and I wanted to get those Lost Lands sleeves or
Alright.
whatever. I wanted to get the Lost Lands ones, and I was debating putting Blaster.
Blast
in my
ability for the
dinosaur deck.
night.
Sunburst.
Yeah, it's super limited. They don't really go back to this. They have it on engineer
Card's good.
explosives.
It's
And even
B,
that
man.
Engineer's
At
Cost
least.
is like okay.
What this?
I mean, engineered explosives has been played since it's been printed. That's a long time, man.
I think
It's just like
Sunburst
one of
is
those
like a
catches
B.
that
well, Sunburst and Converge, they're like the same goddamn thing, right? They're like so close, but not because Sunburst has to do with counters. And
You remember when Etched Oracle was a champ? No one.
Oh
could ever
hell
beat it?
yeah,
this card?
yeah.
You think of a different card?
Oh, I am. I'm thinking of the one that
The
has
pro
Well,
color.
metal
Yeah,
snap-
everyone they look all the
metal
same.
snap
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I got confused. I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that card.
Oh yeah, this card's This is like the original
Etched
5 colors.
champion is
Yeah.
the card you're thinking.
Pentam Prism.
That
Used to be
card's
able to go
good.
infinite with that card.
I mean,
Mhm.
yeah. Well,
Hey.
this was like a ad nauseum Angel's Grace like key
Yep.
like is this now they've dude
It's a B.
yeah just because of engineer explosives. It's this is like the Cyborg King, right?
Dude, there was a time in Mono Red Modern they were playing Clearwater Goblet in the sideboard.
Shut up, really?
I'm serious.
What does this card do?
Sunburst. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may gain 1 life for each charge counter on it. So
This was
you're
played-
in Modern, you were playing up to 3 colors in Burn because you were playing Stomp and or Stomping Ground and
Yeah.
Foundry. So you put 3, you're gaining 3 life for the mirror
Get
match.
Out of here.
I'm serious.
I like how
JB,
the-
I was with you when I
Well,
saw the
Why don't you
list.
just play the stupid Dragon's Claw at that point?
Shout out to Spinal Parasite with -1/-1. Yo, this card's too good. We gotta give him -1, 5 mana -1/-1. Hopefully, you remember to spend mana. God damn, this sucks.
I'd give Sunburst like a B.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty cool card.
Yeah,
nah,
it's
it's
cool.
a C.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I guess C
It's
because
an interesting
engineered
effect.
explosives doesn't even get played for the Sunburst. It gets played because it
Zero.
destroys tokens.
Yeah, you're like pop.
It's an interesting effect. It has applicable use, but it's not.
Yeah, I could
Finding
see
it
C.
anyway.
Do we have anything in D besides the land bounce thing
we
or
got
whatever?
some. Yeah, we got
Cumulative upkeep.
we got Morph in D because it's outdated.
Cumulative upkeep,
Fear is in D.
Didn't something just get
Amplify?
printed with fear?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Dothy Void. Well, no, that's
No,
Shadow.
that's Shadow. Phasing got a D.
Fear and Shadow are like the same thing.
Rampage got a
There's
D.
something that's just not
They're
printed
not
with Fear, though.
unplayable, but they're bad. Community upkeep somehow got a D. How did that not get an F? It's like,
I said
Because of
F.
Tabernacle.
Pause.
you stupid bitch.
That's not cumulative
All right.
upkeep.
And then the last one, which
Yeah,
is this is
It gives everything cumulative upkeep 1.
No,
Or
it doesn't. It gives everything an upkeep cost of 1. It does not give
Okay.
everything
Let me
cumulative
go
upkeep.
read you
Those
the
are two
stupid
different.
Scryfall rerulings or whatever.
yeah. All right. Scry is the last thing that is first.
C.
C.
Yeah, because Surveil is just infinitely better.
It is an upgraded version. I give you that.
It's been power corrupt.
Dude, yeah. Remember when Serum Powder or Serum Visions was like $6?
alright.
I have a playset of them that's in a box, and I look at them all the time like, man, maybe this card will be good. Nope.
I love this. Oh, please. Yeah, so they gave Scry in the beginning not too many. What the hell? That was really rad. This was like considered like a specific to Mirrodin block, and they did it in Future Sight again here, and then they kind of made it evergreen after whatever set it was. They came out with the Scrylands. It's been kind of just a staple since.
All right, new petition. So you know how like the London Mulligan rule, you like look at your hand and you put them on the bottom of your deck.
Yeah.
Now you get to put them in your graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna mull to 0 and put my entire hand in the graveyard.
Welcome to I'll mull to 1, keep 1 what's it called? Bazaar, and then win the game.
Yep.
Scry is like one of those abilities that just like we need to tweak this somehow, but we don't want to give
Yeah,
it
they
anything
just
else.
staple it on everything. I didn't even know
Scries.
Warden of the Inner Sky had Scry
No one
until I
does.
played the deck.
No one does. No one does.
Dude, I played that card and I forgot every single scry.
Oh my god, Scry is just. I mean, I know
So
Surveil's.
Ginger has Scry?
Yeah,
What?
dude, it's fucking random, dude. It's on everything. It just.
Yep.
It's just. It's like it's the problem with
Simple,
the, yeah.
easy, doesn't break the game, cleans up, draws, makes the game more interactive.
Justifies having a higher mana cost.
Preordain was banned. Okay, that had Scry on it. That's it.
Yeah, but it's not anymore.
Oh, I know. It makes me laugh. It's like
They're like, wait, Surveil's better? All right. just
I mean,
unban
everybody just
Scry.
rather play Consider.
I do
because-
like that they unbanned. It makes me laugh that they unbanned Ponder and Vintage. They unrestricted it.
Yeah. All right.
They said this card ain't good enough. Just go
Well,
ahead.
yeah, there aren't blue combo decks aren't good in
Scry is a
Vintage right
seed.
now.
Which
It's
is sad.
it's free. You throw it on anything. Anything that has Scry like doesn't get that much better with it. It's not like an enhancing ability. It's just
Again,
meh.
it makes games more interactive for the people playing because then you have a way to not draw dead all.
It's
the time.
honestly it is like one of the best abilities to exist in limited, just because it gets people out of things. You know, more chance, more cards to see, and like it's
Gotta go find my one bomb.
so how much what's the number of Scry that equals draw a card?
Or
4 is a pretty good number. I think that's true.
funny because that was the first number that popped into my head.
I think 4 is right.
I played that owl in Yuriko, the Scry 4 owl.
All right. So next week,
Augury owl.
next week we have champions with Bushido, the flip card design, Soul Shift, Splice,
Oh, Splice is so good.
and they introduced Defender and Vigilance in that set.
Defender.
Yeah, they know things.
Because before, wasn't it just walls couldn't attack?
Yeah,
Bad.
yeah. Defenders are a rough one.
Without animate wall.
But dude, it
Yeah.
beat up on Juggernaut.
The walls.
What
Oh,
is
Juggernaut
the
beat up on it.
Scryfall text? What does the Scryfall text say for Tabernacle, JP?
You're right. I already looked it up. I didn't want to bring it up until you did.
Let's see. Where's the communal of upkeep? Why would it have communal of upkeep? Why did you think that?
Because no one ever pays the one anyway, so he never got
He's
that
like,
far.
No one. Everyone's like, "Oh, my creatures are fucking dead." You
I
wasteland.
still love that it says destroy. People forget that, and I love it.
Do you love that?
It's like it's
So
like,
if it has indestructible, does it not die?
yeah, that's why it's so funny when I keep my 20/20 into my turn, and they go, you forgot to pay, and I'm like, go ahead and call it, Judge. I dare you.
Do you still have your tabernacle?
Yeah.
Nice.
He loves that
Fine
thing.
now.
I just remember you got rid of one and then didn't you pick up one like a month later?
Yeah, I got rid of the English like No, it was like 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
I had the English like near mint one.
I went to
or
a-
not near mint, but it
We
was
went to
very light play.
Italian one.
Yep, downgrade.
All right, Josh, get me the fuck out of here.
That way I can get it altered into Japanese in the future. Make people real mad.
Key lime pie is the best pie.
Pie day
and
tomorrow.
It's Wednesday. And it's Wednesday, my dudes.
Dun-dun-dun. Key lime pie.
Dude,
Is,
we have a
By
Legit.
Wednesday today.
key lime pie is good. We have our bakery
Yeah,
makes one.
dude, you
Oh,
gotta.
word.
I'm gonna go attempt to make a key lime pie right
Don't
now.
make it from
Dude,
scratch. Just
no.
go. There's a place in West Dallas called the Bake
No,
Sale.
I'm gonna